So what do we actually look for when we're analyzing or assessing cannabis investing opportunities? We currently look at first we look at the company's management teams. Unfortunately, as many of you know, as if you're following along in the cannabis sector, especially up in Canada, there are not many well-rounded management teams in the market today. We think that the largest opportunity, we think that the teams actually south of the border here in the United States are actually a lot better. Something else that we also take into consideration is looking at the overall largest opportunity in the recreational market. So we really want to take a look at to see, hey, this is part of the market that we want to focus on as the recreational market, as it's going to be anywhere from 85 to 90% of the marketplace. Next thing we focus on when it comes to these companies is a long-term business plan. We like, what are they focusing on? Are they just domestic here, or are they trying to be everything for everybody and grow overseas? We are seeing some modest growth in international markets, but unfortunately, the majority of that growth is actually happening here in North America, in Canada, and in the United States. Are these companies positioning themselves for with research and technological advances for the future? Do they have competitive advantage over any of the other LPs as well, or other MSOs? When we look at the company's financials, too, that's something else that we strongly consider. Unfortunately, the majority of the cannabis companies are not very well capitalized, and they actually are having a hard time getting access to capital. Companies had access to easy capital for the last few years, and unfortunately, they did not do a very good job fiscally spending that money. So we think that share dilution will ultimately continue, which will continue to push down stock prices of these cannabis companies. Many of the companies' stock prices in the sector will continue, of these stocks, actually have less than 6 months of cash on hand. So it's a little frightening as an investor, knowing that these companies are going to have to continue to raise capital pretty much indefinitely, no matter what, for the foreseeable future. And ultimately, we look at brands. If we actually take a look at what companies are doing well in Canada, we think that the consumer is starting to pick and choose what company and what brands they want to continue to use, essentially. So we're starting to see that now, and we think that will probably, as time goes on, we'll see a bigger gap, and we'll see those successful companies with those successful brands just lead the way higher, and while the other brands just kind of fall to the wayside.